Hello guys, this is Daniel. Today we're going to do something very exciting. We are going to integrate with Chainlink to get off-chain data regarding prices. In this case, we're going to get ETH USD price from the Chainlink price feed aggregator. This is something that would be useful if you're building a DEX, for example, and you need some reliable price information. And it's better if that's decentralized, because if you get that information from several exchanges, then you are sure that it's very difficult to manipulate. If you are building a DEX, this is key. Now we are going to do this in a supported blockchain, which is Ethereum, and we are going to get that price from the Rinkv network, which we are going to find in the links below here, and we're going to find what is the actual ETH USD price in this price aggregator contract. This is a special case of working with Chainlink because all of this data is sponsored. Many people in the industry need it, so you can access this price aggregator totally for free without paying link, which is usually how you interact with Chainlink information. So for doing this project, we are going to have to take two steps. First, we need to connect to the Rinkv network, and that we're going to do thanks to Moralis speedy node service. And then we are going to work in a smart contract that is a very nice template that you can reuse later for a similar purpose in your own dapps. Remember that all of the code that we have in this demo is going to be available in the link provided in the description of the video. Let's get to it. As a first step, we need to get our endpoint to the Rinkv network. So we have access to our Rinkv node and we are able to connect. So to do that, you go to Moralis, you sign up, and you go to Speedy Nodes network in Ethereum and you look for Rinkv. We have it here, you copy that link, and that's it. That's very easy. Then in our Visual Studio Code, we are going to execute Brownie networks add Ethereum, which is the type of network that we want to add, Rinkv test, which is the ID or nickname that we're given to this network, and the host, which is the link that we got from Moralis. Remember that I just make these videos and then I reset everything, so you have to go sign up for Moralis and get your own link. You have to add the chain ID that for Rinkv is 4, and if you want, this is totally optional, you can add an explorer, which is something related to Etherscan to get the APIs in real time. Note that you have that, you will have access when you do Brownie networks list to see your Rinkv network here. And then when you do Brownie console network Rinkv test, you will be connected to the Rinkv network. So that's the way it works to get our network up and running. So as a second step, we are going to create our smart contract that will allow us to contact the Chainlink price aggregators. And for doing that, we are going to import this package over here. And the way that that's available in Brownie is very easy. You just have to do Brownie pm install, and this part that is here at the beginning, smart contract kit chainlink dash brownie dash contracts, and add the version that you want to install. This I have already done, so I don't need to do it once again. I will just show you that if I do Brownie PM list, then this package already shows here as available. So I don't need to do anything there. Now the other part that we need to do is just create the contract. So what we are doing is initializing a variable of type this aggregator interface that we just imported. What this does is basically providing us an API for using inside the contract that we're creating. So this price feed we are initializing with that ABI with the contract that lives in this address. That, in short, allows us to interact with the functions of this contract that lives in this address, which is the Rinkeby price aggregator for Ethereum USD that Chainlink offers. Now we can call one function inside that contract, which is price feed latest round data, and that one will take these parameters that we're passing here and will return this parameter price that we are passing to this latest round data that lives in this contract. So that's basically what it does. Usually when you're interacting with Chainlink, you have to pay a link, but in the case of the price aggregators, there are sponsors that already are paying for providing this data, so the data is offered for free at the contract of the price aggregator address. We need to deploy this contract, but before deploying that contract, we need to have an account ready for using in a live network. And I already have done that. So if I go to Brownie accounts list, you will see that I already have this testing account that it's assigned to this public address here. I will not show you the private key, but the way that you create and link that account is by doing Brownie accounts new, and then you add a name, and then you have to add the private key, and that way you have the account available in your Brownie environment. Now we can do our deployment, so I can do Brownie console network Rinkeby test, and I'm in. This is going to be very straightforward just to implement this contract, and for that we are going to first import the account that I have. So I will do account equal accounts that load, and then here I call my testing account. He's going to ask for the password, so obviously I'm not going to tell you what that is. And then we have that account object created there, and we can do deployments from there. So I will have this contract here. I will call the deploy method of that compile contract, and I will say that I want to deploy it from my account that I just loaded. Close my curly brackets, close my parentheses, and deploy. And the transaction is sent, waiting for the confirmation. And our contract is deployed. So since we are in the same Brownie session in the console, we just can copy the name of the contract, call the number of the deployment, and we can call our function here, get the price. That one doesn't pass any argument, and then we just need to call it, but I will divide it by the number of decimals that we saw in the Chainlink documentation. So it was 8 decimals. And this is the current price of ETH as of the time that I'm recording this video. So guys, that is the way that you get all of your price data using Chainlink provided data totally for free, because this is a sponsored service that Chainlink offers. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that this has been useful for you. See you in the next video.